serves a purpose, its agenda is to trick us, sugar-coated so we find his story delicious. Easier to swallow than the murder and destruction, sweeter on the tongue than ideological corruption. But take a dictionary and rewrite the definitions and it's fair to expect for your motives to be questioned. But his story is perfectly acceptable. Because although the evidence is easily detectable, it stays very deep like the root of a vegetable. We feel like accepting what they feed us is more sensible. And in this age where so much change is taking place, it's hard to think that one day we'll be an ancient race. What parts of our story will his printed page replace with his doctrines, his nonsense, him saving face? What will the textbooks say about the riots? Your culture gone mad or organised defiance? All of the injustice, how will they deny it? Condemnation of our nation, how will they justify it? How will they look back on the age of Obama? Will they write him as the puppet or as the puppet master? Demonise the Middle East and blame them for disasters when the two towers fell, the truth fell harder. Open a book, will they smell the pollution? The black smoke of the Industrial Revolution? Will they say it caused problems which still await solutions, or that it was vital to the nation's evolution? See, it's up to you to tell your story. Make your kids and your grandkids not forget your story. See, in the spoken word we can preserve our glory, and they will understand once they've heard your story. And our story will rise up and be heard. Our story will fly like a free bird, and trample his story right down to the deep earth. The truth never died, but it's time for the rebirth. That's got to be one of my more long-winded ones. My mouth's actually gone bare dry.
One more.
Really?
Yeah, one more.
More!
Alright. Oh, jeebus.
Encore!
This is going to be interesting because my memorising game is whack. Okay. It's called plastic trays, yeah? Sorry everyone, like there's actually like 3-4 more people coming on after me, so I'll make it quick. We eat Chinese food. I really hope I don't forget it as well in the middle. Apologies in advance, but it's not going to happen. I'm not going to let it happen. It's not going to happen. Right. We eat Chinese food out of plastic trays. Long gone are the days where my Hindu ancestors ate from banana leaves, while that same banana tree swayed. And since when were there so many ways to do or say the same thing? Text message, book face or ping. I long for the days where we wrote letters. Our fingers would lightly linger on the edges of the stamp. That taste like envelope glue. No sticky peel-off convenience back in '92. I remember that tape I had of Heartless Crew, and that bashment I recorded off 101.2, playing with the aerial. Handheld computers were a fairy tale. Now I can get Wi-Fi while I sit in traffic. Technology's advances, yes, they're fantastic, but I didn't ask for this BT Home Hub 496. And actually, I feel a little bit oppressed by all of these Instagram pictures of breasts. You might be pretty, but let's be real, if you still had to pay £3 to develop each film of 24 shots, would you feel you're so hot that you still need 400? I think you would not. We eat Indian food out of silver foil trays. Long gone are the days where my Hindu ancestors ate from banana leaves, while that same banana tree swayed. In Trinidad now we still remember the ways, the cooking, the music, a few words and phrases. It's mixed with something new that they now would find alien, like my great-great-grandfather. I don't know his name. He left when he felt that too much had changed. Indentured labourer, just a fancy word for slave. One difference was that he didn't have to stay. He went back to India. His sons remained. He opposed the men that Trinidad had made them. But was it the place, or was it the time, that led them to leave their old culture behind, forget Rama and Sita for Jesus who's white? Like uprooted trees, they had severed their ties. And here I am now, years down the line. I see a country distressed and riddled with crime, but these displaced people found ways to survive and have a healthier, more old-fashioned outlook on life. Like, look how much food Britain throws away, when one pot would last a household 3 whole days, and if there wasn't running water, well, you'd have to find a way, or you and your armpit smell could just stay. And here I am now, once again displaced, yet some of my roots lie right here where I was raised, and I'm eating Chinese out of clear plastic trays, and I'm feeling the cold on these dark winter days. Oh, it's that Caribbean in you, they say. when you're feeling chilly but they're all okay. The truth is, it's a pretty cold world these days. It's not just the array found in my DNA. I can feel it. There's something that I'd like to change, but I can't put my finger on it, so I can't say. Maybe it's all of the taxes we pay, the games that we play, the reign of the fake. Even our banknotes promise we'll pay. What was it like before we lost our way? I bet the Chinese don't eat out these trays like there wasn't MSG in the caveman days. Our bodies, a gift we should treat as a temple. We buy while they fry any meat they can sell us. Could you kill or even pluck a chicken for your meal? What nutrition are you getting from your £1.50 deal? Can you do what they did generations before? Like when we eat off banana leaves sitting on the floor. Carry on tradition while the world is in transition, and my kin don't live around banana trees anymore. Chinese has arrived in its clear plastic trays. I used an app to order it, but there are other ways. Sometimes I can't help feeling displaced, more from this time than I am from this place. More from this time than from my generation, more from their sleep than from being awakened, but actually displaced from most of these things. Distant from dishonest songs that they sing. I want to do what they did generations before, like when we eat off banana leaves sitting on the floor. We carry on tradition while the world is in transition, but my kin don't live around banana trees anymore. That's enough of me now, because I've actually got like a really, really amazing